this is Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services, Talking Business. Our interview series, talk with leaders in the field of digital marketing, banking, insurance, customer service, and business education, and all to highlight the great team we have at CBSI in Harrison, New York, taking care of our clients and their customers, and we provide insurance-backed benefits to the credit card and payments industry. And today we're very pleased to have with us a good friend, and that is Jim Fosina, who is an entrepreneur, a product marketer, an agency person. Jim, how are you doing today? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Ken. We're doing great today, and thank you very much. Glad to be chatting with you again.
Absolutely. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about one of your brands that you've been focusing on, Amora Coffee. But why don't we start by just describing how has the last year been for you, and from a business point of view, and I guess getting through doing the work at home, and how's the last year dealing with COVID been?
Well, so first of all, we've been very lucky that anybody very close to us has not been negatively affected by COVID. So we're very thankful for that. But the last year has really been a year of change and a year of pivoting. And everything we've ever done in our careers and across our agency world and even across Amora was being able to learn how to change and pivot. And so the last year has been very different. Obviously, we're all working from home. We're still working from home. And so we've had to adjust to that. But like with Amora Coffee, there was an outcome resulting from that is as people are working from home, they're also drinking coffee from home. So the biggest change for us has not been working together in person in our offices. But we've also had a huge demand in our drink Amora at home. But it's new and different types of customers, and these are customers who have fast forwarded to the e-commerce world, and they buy very differently.
Absolutely. Now, tell us a little bit about Amora Coffee, the different types of coffee. I understand you have a story about when you discovered the special coffee roasting opportunity about 10 years ago, and your anniversary coming up.
We are indeed celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year, and what we're really celebrating is our customers. And so Amora is really aroma spelled backwards, but it's all about the love of coffee and the love for our consumers who allow us to continue doing this every single day. And yes, it was 10 years ago that my partner and I, Marina Di Domenico, journeyed along and determined that, hey, we too can provide the special type of coffee that we enjoy, and we could bring it directly to consumers. We have all of this background and all this experience for the last 30 years in selling products directly into the home. And we personally have this huge love for coffee. And we have a lot of experience in selling coffee from our prior corporate days at Kraft Foods and Nestle. So we decided 10 years ago that we were going to bring the love of coffee directly to our consumers in the home.
Very good. And tell us a little bit about how you market the brand. So much now is e-commerce and gaining attention on digital screens. How are you marketing the brand?
Well, we are even pivoting our marketing because with the introduction of the pandemic, all of a sudden we've seen a lot of new coffee competition come about. And so when you turn left, you see a new coffee roaster. Turn to the right, you see a new coffee roaster. It's actually the micro brewery type of repeat of what we saw in beer that's actually happening in coffee. And that's great. We think that's great because it gives customers, even our customers, the opportunity to try different products, and it helps reconfirm the purchase decision that they have with Amora. But that now requires us to be in front of the buying eyes in the most strategic way possible. And whether that's through our social platforms of Facebook or Instagram, or whether that's really leveraging our search and our SEO, and getting out there in programmatic and survey streams. It's been pretty critical that we get in front of a consumer who is ready to buy. And that has proved to be quite successful for us.
And your website describes a very nice give back program that you're undertaking called Project Waterfall, and it's to help provide clean water in parts of Africa where the coffee is actually originating. Tell us about that.
So it all starts with a great cup of coffee. Really needs to start with great water. And every human being has the right and the rite of passage to have good, clean drinking water. And some of the coffee growing regions around the world doesn't have the best coffee, doesn't have the best drinking water. So Project Waterfall is a campaign that we support, where us in particular, we're contributing parts of our funds to a village in Ethiopia to help them drill wells to receive really good drinking water.
Very good. And it's been such an acceleration of digital marketing over the past year and a quarter during COVID. What aspects of digital e-commerce do you see really going forward as part of the post-COVID experience in marketing?
Well, it's going to be a combination of a couple of things. So one is you have to have ease of ordering. And so there are platforms out there now that have sort of standardized the way consumers like to point, click, and order. And so even more, we've pivoted to new technology stacks that allows for greater ease of ordering, greater ease of servicing your own account, higher engagement and communication strategies. And so that has been super important for us as we're bringing in these new groups of consumers who weren't as used to buying direct to consumer as pre-pandemic direct to consumer buyers were. So, you know, there's the challenge of being able to acquire new customers who aren't generally used to buying online, but also making it as easy as possible. We're doing that in Amora for our own product. And for several of our other clients, we are helping them transform to new technology stacks that are helping them pivot from either just retail or even pivoting from where they are in direct-to-consumer now to a stronger direct-to-consumer position.
Yeah, so important. Now you certainly have a long background. And I always have to say, a fellow Iona College graduate. And you were at Kraft Food and Scholastic. Tell us a little bit about some of the new services that you're able to offer, and the importance for retailers as they try to become better at e-commerce.
So some of the new services that we're offering today is one, we're allowing consumers to really become much more granular in the types of products and services they want to receive from Amora. So even bringing in different types of coffees and teas at different types of the year, allowing them to substitute that within their subscription program without them having to either give up their core or base product, or they could replace it. It's giving the consumer much more flexibility. And so the coffee drinking consumer, the tea drinking consumer, you would think that, you know, they settle into a particular taste, and we're finding out that they're becoming much more exploratory. And so we've had to increase our technology stack to allow our consumers to become much more exploratory. We have consumers that are looking for some limited varietals year round, which is not always easy to do, but they've given us a request, and we've been able to go out and find it. We are launching a new organic blend and line. We're also launching a new fair trade line. And in addition to that, we also launched an anniversary blend and a birthday cake flavor to celebrate our 10 years.
Very good. That looks good. And tell us a little bit now. The big factor in e-commerce today, retailing, is Amazon. And it's always a big decision for product marketers, whether to go to loan or to market through Amazon? How do you approach that question?
So I get asked all the time, "Are you on Amazon?" And we're not. We're not on Amazon. And I'm asked, "Why are we not on Amazon?" And we're not on Amazon right now because Amazon owns the consumer as opposed to Amora owning the consumer. And so for us, it's more about really having a relationship with the consumer than to just push out product sales. Now, the opposing side of that argument is the visibility that you will receive from Amazon and the ability to move into some of the competitive set with Amazon. And so we are considering it. We're looking at it. One of the major fallbacks is we're not going to own the consumer, but it does definitely give you the opportunity to expose yourself to the rest of the competition out there. So it is definitely a conversation that's taking place.
Now, I just was on a conference last week with some providers in the fintech business, and they all talked about the importance of customer experience, and that being one of the ways to attract customers from traditional financial marketers, and often involving an app. How do you approach the whole idea about providing an outstanding customer experience to your customers?
If you don't leave your customer in a better frame of mind prior to their interaction with you, I believe you have failed your consumer. Our number one operating principle here at Amora Coffee is that consumer must be in a happier, better frame of mind post whatever communication that was or transaction. And so how do we get there? We get there by listening to our customers. And that's how we wound up changing a lot of our tech stack. So, our consumers didn't want to have to just call in for customer service. They wanted to have online customer service dashboards. So we built it. They wanted to be able to communicate by email and receive a response fairly immediately. So we built it. They wanted to be able to communicate with us through SMS. So we built it. They want to communicate with us through an app. So we're building it. Okay. So, as our consumers educate us in how they want to be served, then we react to it. So, again, and you've heard me say this a lot of times, Ken, is that, the loyalty belongs to the consumer before the loyalty is going to be earned by the brand. And so if you're not listening to your consumer, then you're not building for the opportunity. And so we're doing that at Amora all day long, and it's what we've done in our prior agency experiences, and it's what we're doing with the other companies that we're helping today as they're pivoting into direct to consumer. It's all about customer service. If you fail there, you fail. It's going to become a critical, catastrophic failure.
And talking with Jim Fosina, entrepreneur, product marketer. Had his own agency company for many years, and now is CEO of Amora Coffee, approaching your 10th anniversary. Perhaps a wrap up with how interested consumers can try out Amora Coffee and some of the aspects of your 10th anniversary coming up later this year.
So, well, first of all, you could always go to amoracoffee.com and you'll experience all of the different coffees and teas and limited editions and select varietals that you'll find there. You'll even see a birthday candle this year to celebrate our 10th anniversary. But Ken, what I would say is for all of your listeners, we would love to be able to set up a discount code for all of your listeners, and anybody who comes to the Amora website and puts in a code, they'll receive 35% off. Why don't we call that code Ken Kraetzer, and that will be your code for 35% off when you come to the website.
Okay, we'll put that in the caption for our video. Jim Fosina, always a pleasure to talk with you. You're an innovator, an entrepreneur, and we always want to thank you for the support of the direct marketing trade, especially the Direct Marketing Club of New York, which I'm on the board of this year. And we always want to say thank you for your support. and speaking on so many panels. You're always have a great outline about subscription marketing to offer.
It's a fantastic industry. I've been doing it for 33 years and hope to have the opportunity to continue doing it for many more. So, and Ken, likewise, appreciate all the support you always give to us and our organizations.
Absolutely. I look forward to doing this again. And you enjoy the rest of your summer and the 10th anniversary of Amora Coffee. This is Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services, Talking Business, representing our team in Harrison, New York, taking care of our customers. We provide insurance-based benefits to the credit card and payments industry. I'm in my home office today in White Plains, New York. Have a great day.